Yeah, welcome to Artco Drone Solutions special Black Friday show. Today we're going to talk about drone and tech deals on this great day to buy drones and tech. So, hey, welcome to NIBE FPV. Welcome to the show. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put out. If anyone wants to come on the panel, we come onto the show and we can talk about the big deals that are on today. Robert Banks, welcome to my show. Okay, let's all right, I put the link in the chat, so anybody who wants to come on and we'll talk about what the hot deals are today. Do, 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 do. Just go into my channel and see what's going on. See, yeah, we are live right now. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so I got, oops, that's not, oh, clicked on the wrong button here. I just wanted to mute myself so I don't. All right, we are back. So we got a lot of hot deals out. I was just checking Amazon. You could buy SD micro SD cards. The cheapest one I've seen are under $8, close to $7. That is pretty good. Now 32 gigs is becoming the low end of the SD cards. As for uh, size, now they've got the 128 and the 256 killer whale. Welcome to my live stream. Always good to see you. So that's what's going on. I mean, there's a whole bunch of drone and tech stuff. Uh, Amazon has really cut its prices. I was looking at the Mambo, the Parrot Mambo drone. Yes, Mana FPV, Mana. No, I didn't get my drone back. I'm uh, uh, about to start the process of small claims court. So that's what I'm going to do. If you guys don't know, I lost a drone right around, it was on Labor Day. First I lost a, how do I sound? Do I sound a little hot out there? Is my volume a little hot? I could move the mic back a bit. Happy Lutz, welcome to the stream. I was testing out the drone shots. Jody, welcome to my live stream. I was testing out a Parrot Swing drone. I wanted to do a. Oh, great, Bill! Thank you for jumping in. Bill, if you want to be on the live stream, we're talking about uh, drone Black Friday deals and tech deals. So if you want to come on, you are invited onto the panel. So I lost my Parrot Swing drone, And I-70. From what I don't know if it's snowing out there, but I have heard. Let me check to see if is I-70 West still closed. Okay. Yeah, there's a rock slide near Idaho Springs westbound, so the road is closed. And from what I hear, it's still closed. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Boy, I just saw the photo of it. It looks pretty nasty. Yeah. Agent K, welcome to the show. Happy lots. Oh, Luxembourg. Okay, great. Uh, wow, that's not very far from the company I work for. I work for Rocky Mountain Orthodontics, and we have our European headquarters in Strasbourg, which is not too far from Luxembourg. So anyway, I sent my Found 3 drone out to retrieve the Parrot swing drone by blowing it off the roof, and then I lost that one. And yeah, when I after 3 days, when I finally got hold of that guy, he said he threw it away. I don't think he did. I think he probably kept it, and he either fixed it himself, and it's his. He thinks it's his drone, or he's trying to sell it. So I'm in the process of taking him to small claims. But the original plan of today's episode is to talk about the good deals. Now, Amazon has tons of deals on drones, and let me let me check. Amazon Black Friday. So drones. Yeah, like Drocon. You could get a Drocon Cyclone, which I have one of those. $33. That's with the controller and the drone. Holy Stones got deals. 10% off on a lot of these. Protensic, Holy Stone, Rabbing. Oh, and then there's the Shark Spark. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, the Tel drone is now $79. It 20 dollars off. Wow, that's cool. And there are some that are as low as 67 third and 30 cents. Okay, cool. Oh, here's a cool drone. It's a mini drone for kids that's like a hovercraft, and then you could take it apart and it's like a mini drone. Cool. How cool is that? And that's for $29.49, uh, down from $30. Cool. Oh, and then there's the Power Vision Power Ray Explorer underwater camera drone with 4K UHD camera for diving and boating. It's $749, down from $899. Not bad. Oh, you haven't. Oh, Jody, you're gonna love the Tello. It is a lot of fun. Well, Tim Herbert, who's Midwest Drones, he sent me one, and later on I upgraded and got the controller for it, and really like it. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Manama. Uh, hey, they've got a lot of deals on keyless uh, Wi-Fi keyboards and mice for around $15. That's not bad. They're usually around $30. Yeah, the Tello is a lot of fun. I've got a video on it where I took it outside, out back. It is a stable little drone. Uh, the Parrot Mambo, they're pretty much on par with each other. The only thing with the Parrot Mambo doesn't have a camera. However, you can upgrade it to put a camera on it, and you could do like an FPV. They've got a kit where you could do FPV with the Tello, or not the Tello, but with the Parrot Mambo. Oh, you wanted Oz by drone? Hey, cool. Yeah, please smash that like button. All right, we got well, happy Vlots. I am doing pretty good. Just wow, I don't know if the Tello is programmable. I think there are other apps out there where you can program it. I was looking at some of the accessories to the RoboMaster and Sunrise Water Media. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at accessories for that. They've got bumper guards, and they also have fenders you could put on it, which is cool. And someone even there's an adapter where you could put a GoPro camera on top. Oh, okay. Python or Java. Okay, cool. Cool. So I was looking at accessories for that. There are even like hubcaps for the RoboMaster, which is cool. And maybe later today I will take it outside and give it a test out in the snow and see how that uh, works in the snow. Be kind of interesting. The Drone Block app to start to. Oh, cool! That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. So there's all kinds of deals on Amazon. There's let's look at DJI. Okay, the Mavic Mini. They've got the bundle, but it only comes with one battery. It's 449 right now, and if you buy now, you can get it by December 4th. The Osmo 3 smartphone gimbal control kit is 139 down from 195. That's pretty good. The DJI Mavic Pro 4K quadcopter is $889, and there are some that are, I think, used or new that are for $759. Cool. And then there's the Osmo Pocket 3 3-axis gimbal. Okay, that's it. $339. Oh, I just saw another one here. It's at $299, marked down. Then there's the Action Cam, which is $258, marked down from $379. Wow, that's not bad. That's pretty cool. Oh, and then there's Bangoods and all kinds of different drone and tech, uh, what sales companies that sell all kinds of goods. Oh, there's Wish. Wish is another one. They're really low cost out there. So I get drones out of Ollie's Discount Outlet dumpster and fix them for kids. Huh, I'll have to check that out. That's kind of cool. Okay. Ollie's Discount. Bargain Outlet. Good cheap stuff. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, they're kind of like Harbor Freights. Oh, Ollie's Army. Is that. Oh, oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. Okay. Let's see if they have drones. DJI. Nope. Great deals. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong stuff. Okay, who wants a Himalayan salt lamp? Mucinex cough and cold buyout. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, like Harbor Freight. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Sunrise. They've got it. Oh, Brent Nunley, welcome to the show. Yeah, we got a good crowd today. Cool, cool. Everybody like my background? This is kind of the Christmassy look. So yeah, so okay, cool. So let's look at SEMA drones or SIMA. Okay, they got Drocon, Holy Stone. The X20, I've got one of those. Those are pretty cool. Yep, that's what I've got. There's the X5C. Oh, that one's pretty cool. And that one's down to $39.98. Not too bad. Oh, and then there's the X22 double W with the mini drone with camera live video FPV. Ooh, wow, that's kind of cool. 69 bucks. And also, if you're looking for U.S. port hubs, those are good. I've got one of those. Love it. You need external cases for hard drives. You got tons of sales on those. Or if you need an external hard drive, those are good. I have two external hard drives for my Dell here. Uh, Hopefully, this will get retired and I'll move that down. Let's see what they got on Windows 10. Uh, Windows 10 Pro. Well, let's see. That's home. Alrighty. Microsoft Home and Student 2019. Okay, they're 99.90, so 100 bucks down from 150 bucks. That's not bad. So if you need okay, Eagle VP, welcome to the show. Steve Carpenter. Hey Steve, would you like to come on? I will put the link in the description. If you like to come on and be part of the panel, Jay Santiago. Oh, your daughter moved to Burlington, Colorado. Wow. That's way out east. That's almost on the Kansas border. Uh, been by that town a ton of times back when I was doing stand up comedy. I used to drive out east on I 70, heading out to gigs back that way. Oh, yeah, the Evo too. That I think is going to really give DJI its run for the money and possibly the Skydio. Uh, that is about the first drone I know with interchangeable cameras on it. And so that's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a runny nose today. Okay, the Autel Evo, just the first generation. This is the okay for 22. Well, not $1,200. You get like their version of the Fly More package, but this comes with a hard case, VR goggles, 3 batteries, a charger, extra props. That sounds really cool. But if you just want the drone, the one battery, the controller, a carrying bag, props. Oh, and it still comes with 3 batteries and $999, so $1,000. That's a pretty good deal, and you get a VR goggles with. Wow, that might be a good deal, and that's got a 4K camera out there, and it's got a 3-way obstacle avoidance. Okay, that's cool. And that's with free shipping if you have Amazon Prime. Wow, look at that. And then they have the Autel Evo Live Deck video feeder for drone video transmitting. That's at 1080 FPV, 60 frames per second, 4 hours HDMI Ethernet USB output for 360. That's down from 400. Not too bad. That's not too shabby. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the Evo 2, I've been hearing a lot of really uh, good stuff. And let's welcome to the show Steve Carpenter. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Art. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. So, what good deals are you seeing out there, Steve?
I really haven't been looking. To be honest with you, I've seen some of all the emails that I get in from everybody I'm subscribed to, but as old Ken Dono put out on a video out, was it yesterday now or the day before? Um, you don't have to wait for the ones that aren't here, and go for the deals that you've got, or fly the bird you have and enjoy
Yep.
it.
Yep, that's true. That's true. Yep.
I know there's a lot of people that are doing it. I mean, I'm on the wait list for the Skydio,
Uh-huh.
and I'm on the first order group because I ordered somewhere between day 2 and 3, so it's still. I was inhaling, Bob. In fact, I still have one more left. pumpkin waffles with peanut butter on it.
Oh boy! Wow, interesting.
But that's what I'm on, and I was happy to hear about the Evo 2, and I'm hearing rumored out that it's this first quarter, not January.
Okay.
That's all I've heard.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be more to come. It's just like anything else that, you come on the FCC database.
Yeah.
That's their collection. Some people come out really early on that.
Right.
And then others, like DJI, they clamp it down to the very minimal amount of time they need to have their legal posting.
Right.
And then put that non-disclosure agreement in their stuff so they can then release it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So who knows how long that may have been on a non-disclosure.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Hey, let's welcome Bob Casey's in the chat. Welcome, welcome.
And Jay, hello, thank you. Bob knows Bob knows me all too well from being over there at the spin up in the down there for the breakfast mornings. Shout out. But there are some good deals. I was surprised how much DJI did drop the price on the Mavic 2 Pro. That was surprising.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a big drop.
Yeah, it is. And it's still a pretty darn good drone out there.
Oh, it is. And
Yeah.
I've got, the original. I've got the Mavic Pro. And it's a great drone. And even the zoom, the only real difference that I know of between the zoom and the original Mavic, it's the same sensor. It's the same megapixel. It's just the capability of zooming.
Right.
So when you're looking at all these photos, how everybody talks how good it is, well, if you have an original one, it does the same thing. It just doesn't zoom.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping Santa's going to be good to me this year.
There we go.
Well, last year was fantastic. I mean, you guys really made my year last year. That was just fantastic. I loved the Mavic Air to death. Now I'm hearing that the Mavic Mini is probably just as or more capable than the Mavic Air.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it doesn't have as good a camera as the Mavic Air, but it's got longer flight time. It's got longer range. Handles pretty well in the wind. I'm pretty impressed with it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing it does, it has a downward sensor, and that is it. There's no obstacle avoidance. I believe it's Wi-Fi, but the range on it is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how was your Thanksgiving yesterday, Steve?
Good. We went to visit my mom in the hospital, so unfortunately she's still in the hospital, and saw her there, and then came back over with my sister, and we went over to it would have been my mom's brother's aunt and cousins and everything, and we spent the evening there with them. Had wonderful Thanksgiving dinner, and we the young kids, kind of like how we grew up as kids.
Right.
He kept going around and goes, "You guys want to play bingo?" And they're going, "What?" And they go, "Do they even still make it?" "No, not on a phone." He goes, "No." He goes, "The cage bingo." They brought one out. And I mean, as kids during the holidays, we used to play it all the time.
Wow.
And the two young boys, they brought it out. Oh my God. My one youngest, they call me uncle, but they're actually cousins.
Right.
But, the youngest one, he's 8 years old, on a roll. He runs 7 bingo cards, bam, 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 right in a row for 7 different games. I'm sitting there going, this is fixed. Your brother's rolling the wheel. You've got the cards, so something's going on here.
You know what? The company that I work for, my former boss, the one before my current boss, we used to do a bingo type game for our Christmas potluck, and she'd have these scratch cards that she would give out as prizes, and that was a lot of fun. I miss those days. Now with the new boss, I don't even know if we're doing super secret Santa this year because our department has shrunk down so much. We're down to 7 workers. That's not including our boss. When I started working there 24 4 years ago, it was 20 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, times have changed over the decades, that's for sure, with business corporations and businesses as far as size. And we kind of did the same thing, you know. You
Yeah.
have the Secret Santa thing, which is a lot of fun,
Yep. Hmm.
or the white elephant, where it's
Yeah.
wrapped and you get to go pick it, and then you open it up, and then it can be stolen from the next person in line who's not
Right.
going
Right.
out.
Right. Hmm.
I always ended up with a piece of junk. I'd get a gift that I picked out, and gone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the problem with that. You know,
Yeah.
always don't go after the really good one. You know, take something that's like sort of middle ground, and then later on you might end up with the great prize.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Drone Bum. Paul, welcome.
Hello, Paul.
Paul was on yesterday for a bit. And that was fun. Hmm.
I saw that. I watched the repost.
Ah, great,
Like
thanks.
I sent you the text. I went back and I watched it. And I love how Paul kept on showing with the camera where you guys are talking of the flower arrangement. He was setting up inside
Yeah.
the dining area there. He was putting that flower arrangement. I know he was trying to butter up to his wife, saying, "Hey, look at what we got here."
Well, I had a great Thanksgiving over at my sister's house. My niece was there with husband number one and her ex mother-in-law and
Mhm.
her two kids and her oldest, well, my niece's oldest daughter, and with her boyfriend and another guest. So we had a pretty good crowd there.
Oh, wonderful.
The food was excellent. Uh, we watched what did it, we watched one of those despicable uh, movies that was
Oh,
on TV. That was part of a marathon that was going on, and then we started watching the Dallas Bills football game,
oh, okay.
and we were watching that, and then my niece and my sister got together and they were doing their shopping. You know, I could tell they were shopping because my sister got out her credit card and my niece was on her phone, and I'm like, oh, okay, better not get too nosy about that.
Oh, so what did they think? They were getting a jump on Black Friday on Thursday night instead, huh?
Well, I think Amazon started their Black Friday last night, and there's 13 hours to go to their sale. So, mhm.
I'm looking at one item, and I'm debating if it does go on sale. And I don't think it will, because I'm a Canon, been
Ah,
always a Canon camera person.
yeah,
And we've talked before, and we talked over at Spin Up too. Is the camera is one point, but that's your starting point. The
yeah,
expense comes in when you buy all the lenses. So
yeah.
it's
That's
wanting to
true.
go to another lens. I mean, buy another camera body means, what
Yeah.
do I do with all these lenses I have now?
Well, depends on if you stay with the same maker, then those lenses
Yeah,
will fit on them.
I'm saying if I swapped over, yeah,
Right,
then it's the cost of it. Well, good
right.
morning, Rick.
Oh, Rick Halper's here.
Yeah.
Great. All right, wonderful. Uh, yeah, back in the late '70s, early '80s, I inherited my grandfather's 35 millimeter camera,
Mhm.
and he had a Konica, the
Oh,
T1.
okay.
So what I did is I took that and I traded it in and got the FF one that had the built-in auto winder in it because I
Right.
did a lot of sports photography back
Action.
in, yeah. Uh-huh. And then I bought lenses for it. When I got the camera from my grandfather, I had a wide angle lens, a 50 millimeter lens, and a telephoto lens, which is up to 135 millimeter.
Right.
And later on, I went and got an ultra long uh, lens. I think it was a 70 to two something.
2 or 250.
Yeah, I think it was 250.
Yeah.
And it was like from a third party manufacturer that fit my Konica, and it did pretty well. And I was really into photography, and then I got bored with it. I took some courses in college, did really well, except for the advanced class. I tanked on that one. I'm like going, how do you get a D in photography?
Yeah. Well,
Well, I just had one of those professors that you're
uh,
trying to figure out, well, what do you want? I mean, what do I have to do to get good grade? And she was like all over, and I'm like going, but I like sports photography, and she
uh,
wasn't into that, so that kind of tanked my GP GPU, not GPS.
yeah.
So I kind of put away the camera stuff for many years, and it wasn't until digital cameras came out, and then I got back into cameras. Now that we got uh, drones, that got me interested in the action cameras, like the GoPros.
Sure. Like your video that you were talking about earlier.
Right. Hmm.
Yeah, times have definitely changed. Like I did too. I had a camera. I had Canon and the old 35 millimeter, and I used to shoot a lot of a slide
Oh yeah, the Ektachrome.
Hexachrome because you could do so much with it afterwards
Oh
instead
yeah.
of print. And I really enjoyed it. And I took I didn't really take anything in high school. It was actually after junior college. We took
Right.
a class. And where we live here in Southern California, we have a town up here, Newport Beach, and it's Newport Harbor
Right.
that's there. And they have what they call the Back Bay, and it's a sanctuary reserve. And part of our field trips was going over there in the early morning hours on the weekends,
Right.
and you're out there before sunrise. So you're going over there, and it was like one of the most. I think that was a big change for me because it's kind of like you take it for granted, but then all of a sudden this like misty fog had gone into the Back Bay.
Oh, cool.
All the reeds are coming up, and then at the time of year we were there were blossoms coming off these reeds with flowers and stuff like that. And then, of course, just wildlife like insects and bees and butterflies and other stuff like that. But you had this like foggy mist sitting behind.
Oh,
And
cool.
we did it once at the beginning of the class,
Right.
there once at the end of class. The very beginning of the class, everything was black and white,
I
no color.
right.
That's where I give credit when you see people that are shooting and you see black and white. To
Right.
me, that's what separates the real photographer from a
Right.
photographer that can make a beautiful, especially nowadays with digital color grading and everything that you can
Right.
do. You can turn a picture that looks like a piece of what and make it into this miraculous work of
That,
art.
yep.
Kind of
Mhm.
like, to me, as Ansel Adams.
Right. Right.
The books that you see of like Yosemite and the national parks.
Right.
I mean, those photographs are just phenomenal.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
But it was just a big change. And then I had bought a better camera along the way, and
Right.
what I found out is I had a Canon FTB model FTB that they had back then,
Right.
and then an F1 that I had bought.
Right.
I ended up selling the F1. It was more professional, but what I do still have, and which shocked me, is I went down because I bought a new lens for my camera because I've never had a prime lens for it. They're
Right.
all, when you buy the kits, they're zoom.
Uh-huh.
So like 18 to 55, and then 55 to 250.
Right.
And I bought with my other one, and I was talking with a young man at the UPS store where I have my mailbox at,
Right.
and he's really into photography. And I said, "Oh yeah," and I told him what I got, because I got the Sigma 18 to 35 art glass that I got for this.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Apropos art.
Yeah.
And wow, what a phenomenal lens it is, and it's almost a third the price of the Canon in comparison to it, and the quality is phenomenal.
Wow. Nice.
But that old lens was a prime 50 millimeter 1 point f-stop 1.2.
Ooh,
He
yeah.
told me that
Really?
lens is worth over $3,000. I could sell that lens off for.
Oh boy.
So I may dig it out of the box and go put it up for sale.
There you go. I like experimenting. I like to experiment with different formats, like the oh god, what is it? The 4x5, and I get the sheet film, and I had an easel, and I was able to take old photographs and photograph them onto the film, and then develop them. And then what I would do is what's called base relief, where you have two a negative and a positive on top of each other, just slightly out of register, and then you have like what's called line photography,
Right.
which is really interesting. Yeah, especially if you take photographs of old Victorian homes and do that. I mean, that looks really cool. Mhm. Now with digital photography, you can do all that in editing.
Yep. It was old school HDR.
Yeah, that's right.
Layers of of an image on there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just want to say out there for you, welcome to Mike. I didn't know it. I don't know.
Yeah, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. He should be getting his chocolates in a few days. He was the big winner last week, so I've got another batch of toffee to give away this week and next week. So
Very cool.
uh-huh.
Well, it's a good time of year for shipping with the cold weather. The chocolate won't melt.
Yeah, that's true. One time I sent some to Ken Heron, and he left it in the car. So it got all melted, and he said that it was still yummy.
So it came a chocolate fondue instead of chocolate bar.
Yeah, that's right. Super Dave 44, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
All
Hello,
right.
Dave. Yeah, but what I'm looking at to see is the Canon came out with the new model. The Canon that I have here is the 70D, EOS 70D.
Right.
They just came out with the 90D, which the big part is it's a jump up in megapixel from 24 to 32, I think it is.
Wow.
But the big thing is it's 4K.
Oh, nice.
Where this camera is strictly for video. This camera is strictly just 380.
Right. Cool.
So the 1080 is really good. I mean, the little videos that I've made of, as thank you videos and stuff that I made, I recorded on that. It's great clarity. And the big thing I like about the Canon is the dual pixel sensors that they have in it, because the autofocus on the video is, now Sony's really stepped up the game, but
right.
up to then, Canon held was the winner hands down with just about everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike B says he's running my playlist to help me with my watch time. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Mike. Wonderful. So Yeah, you guys out there help me out. Just run the playlist. You don't even have to be at the computer. Just run it, and hey, that helps with my watch time. I need to get up to 4K watch hours. The last I looked, I'm at 1.3. So hey, I'm about a what not quite a third of the way there. So
Yeah, it takes time.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he's like Claude. He's got all these watch hours, but he doesn't have the subscription.
yeah. That's right. That's right.
And I'll give him a lot of credit. He is on. He's on way too much.
Yeah, yeah. That's right.
And it's
And sometimes he's on twice a day, like Roger at the Canadian Drone Hub.
yeah,
Yeah. The only time I go over there is either on the weekend, and now that I have a long weekend, I've been popping in now and then to say hi, and once in a while I pick up a sub or bus uh, now and then.
uh-huh.
Oh, Jim Wallace, welcome to the show.
Yes. Hello, Jim.
So let's cool, cool, cool. Oh, we're up to 12 watching. Oh, and my like, yeah, keep smashing that like button.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've shown you 15. Well, I haven't refreshed it lately, but 15 likes. And there's 12 people watching right now. Let me
Yeah.
refresh it.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, there are a bunch of. In fact, my phone was just buzzing in with a bunch more emails. I mean, I can wake up in the morning usually, and I'll have about 120 emails sitting in my box waiting for me. I looked this morning. I kind of rolled out slowly because we were up late,
Right.
and then I'm sitting there going, 195 emails.
Oh boy.
Of course, add.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Well, the nice thing about Gmail, it splits it up to where you got promotion, you got social media, and then you got your regular email.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I do that within. I have multiple email accounts for my personal, my business, and then ones that I do for other clients and customers. So I get information in, and those only come in like maybe one a day or two a day. That's nothing because it's telling me what the websites do. Like when I talk with you about websites,
Right.
before, what they're doing, make sure they're still up and running. If there was any downtime,
Right.
and I split all that stuff up
Mhm.
in separate mailboxes, and then within the mailboxes, I have it automatically go to subfolders
Right.
using Outlook.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah. Timeless Truths. Welcome.
Who came in? Oh, Timeless Truth. Yes, hello.
Cool.
So, how's the weather there?
It's cloudy, and we're supposed to get a little bit of snow this evening. Not as much as this last storm, because this is more a Pacific storm coming in from your area down in San Diego, so we don't get as much snow. But if we get a cold front coming in from Seattle, that dumps a lot of snow here. And what that does, it comes through the northern part of the state, and then it'll park itself down in the southeast corner, and that's where we get the upslope wind that dumps a lot of snow here in the front range of Colorado.
Yeah, well, you should be getting this one. I think it'll be heading your way. I was just going to look to see what it's doing because it rained this morning again, pretty heavy. We've had rain since Wednesday.
Wow.
And I mean, some pretty heavy. We don't get that much on the coast. You get inland, and you start getting to the mountain ranges, and then it really goes down. But here on the coast, we've had almost 3 inches of rain in since Wednesday.
Right.
which is a lot of rain for Southern California.
Yes.
And the same way with Rick. I'm sure he's got heavy rain up there where he's at.
Right.
And its temperature dropped because this morning, actually last night, it dropped to 2,000-foot snow level.
Wow.
So all the roads leading like to Las Vegas or to go over the Grapevine up to I-5 to go up towards Rick up to his neck of the woods, they were running anywhere between 6 inches plus of snow on the freeway.
Wow.
So
Yeah, and Drone Shots was telling me there was a big wreck on I-70 here in Colorado. I know there was a rock slide up in Idaho Springs, which is about 30 minutes from here, 45 minutes. And I think there was another wreck out on the plains. I think the I-70 is closed out east going to Kansas. All right, Timeless Truth.
yeah.
In a few.
Yeah, the snow is, oh yeah, he's saying heavy snow in Lake Tahoe. I'm sure it is because I know Mammoth. Mammoth up till, and for those who don't know, Mammoth Mountain is in the Sierra Nevada. So if you drew a line from, if the state's here, if you drew a line on the coast here for Yosemite and you look straight across and you go across the Sierra Nevadas to the east side of the mountain chain,
Right.
that's where Mammoth is sitting. And the other day, they have snow cams that you can actually go to, and it's a live video feed, and you can take control of the camera.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
And right now, it's a whiteout condition at the summit at 11,053 feet.
Boy.
But down in town, it's, I'll tell you what, if you'll let me, I'll pop this in. You want to see some snow?
Okay, go ahead.
Not that you may not want to see it.
Okay, I will.
This is downtown in the Village in Mammoth. So this is at 8,000 feet.
Wow.
Now you'll see it moving. People are taking control of it. So
okay, cool.
That's the snow that they plowed out of the Village area.
Right.
But at the top, because I was chatting back and forth with Sean Oz,
right,
when he was out there skiing at Keystone.
Right.
Now there is the summit. That's 11,053 feet. This will be moving around. You can see the whiteout condition.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, you know that big storm that we had earlier this week. Sean Oz said they hardly got any snow. Well, that's because we got that easterly wind that caused the upslope, but this next storm, Sean's going to get some snow out of this.
Yeah, you'll get snow out of this because let me tell you, it's a cold storm, and it came right out of the Gulf of Alaska.
Right.
And it came down and it's come down and it parked itself just right about just north of Los Angeles. So it's bringing that cold moisture down, but it's kicking it back up and it's starting to travel upwards, going Vegas and up, which should be heading your way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Rick Albert, welcome. Heavy snow in Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some friends that live just west of there in Sunnyvale or Susanville, California. Yeah. They're the couple that I met in the Philippines back in 2013.
On the cams at by a mountain here in Michigan.
Oh yeah, Boyne Mountain.
Every ski resort. Yeah.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can take control of them. They've got I forget how many they have on Mammoth. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Right. So, hey, Jody, are there any camps at Pine Knob. That's another ski resort. They also have concerts there in the summertime.
Mm.
That's where I saw the Blues Brothers. That was the first concert I ever went to.
Oh, now you're talking. They
Yeah,
were phenomenal.
yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yes, they do, he says.
Oh, cool. Then when I moved back to Colorado, I started going to concerts at Nichols Arena, which is gone now. That was replaced by the Pepsi Center.
Okay.
Went there, Mile High Stadium, the old Mile High Stadium, and some up at Folsom Field in Boulder. Where else? Oh, the Fillmore, which is a smaller venue, and then there's the Rainbow Music Hall, which is no longer there. Where I saw, they had a special show to help out a fellow comedian who was in a train accident,
Oh, okay.
and they had Robin Williams was the headliner,
Uh-huh.
Roseanne Barr, Louis Anderson, Ross Bennett, and oh god, Jeff Cesario. Uh, just there about half a dozen or more comics. It was a great show there. I saw Stephen Wright there once. Uh, yeah,
No, that's cool.
yeah, that was back in my heavy metal days.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been up to Red Rock?
Yes, I saw quite a few concerts up there. I saw REO Speedwagon with Cheap Trick that played with them. That was an awesome concert. Yeah. Let's see. Saw Joe Walsh there when he wasn't with the Eagles. He was doing his solo stuff. Yeah. Saw a Christian heavy metal band called Striper up there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Very cool.
Now that kind of music is classic music. Oldies.
Yeah, the what we do have here locally now is, well, they've been here actually for a couple of years in the Irvine area, Irvine, California, just up the coast of what they call the Irvine Spectrum.
Right.
They built this huge shopping center in there, and the Improv Comedy Club is there. And
Yeah.
they get some big names in there that, you know, and it's not always the big names. Sometimes it's these smaller people that you've really never heard of, and you go in and some of the best ones you have, and then they have a I think it's Wednesday night. It's like a free call where you can sign up to go on.
Yeah, that's called open mic. Yeah. Yep.
And they go, and I'll tell you, some of those just regular ones, you can go down and they have a cocktail charge that you pay for. It's like minimum, and then. But I'll tell you what, you get some people in there that are no names that'll just split your gut.
Yep. We have two big comedy clubs here. We've got the Improv here, and then we have the Comedy Works, and they have two clubs. They have one downtown Denver and one down at the Tech Center, which is the south side of Denver, and both clubs all three clubs are just phenomenal. I haven't been to a comedy show in probably a couple years because I just don't like going downtown Denver anymore because the parking has gotten really bad down there. And yeah.
To interrupt you, but Bob Casey's taken off. He's saying goodbye to us.
Okay, Bob, thanks for stopping by. It's great having you. So, Cool.
Take care, Bob.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want to let you
Oh,
go.
no.
The chat
Yep.
flying through. Yeah, it is. And being fortunate enough with like having the improv there, and then there's also up in what they call downtown Disney.
Right.
It's part of the Disneyland Resort of Disneyland, and then you have the Disney Grand Californian, not the Grand California, but the second theme park. They built like a shopping mall type of area. It's all open. And then they put some clubs in there, and they bring in, everyone, some comedy come in, but other times it's entertainment.
Right.
But it keeps you out of having to go to downtown LA, which I will stay away from that area all the time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because like you're talking about the bigger concerts, especially you're talking about rock and roll, and back in those days we'd go up to Universal Studios. There was the Universal Amphitheater that was up there, and then of course at the Forum they would have that, not just sports, they also had it for entertainment.
And then you had Whiskey A Go Go.
Oh yeah, downtown. That's all the downtown stuff. Yeah.
Yep. If you ever get a chance, go see Jeff Dunham. That
Really?
guy is very funny.
Jeff Dunham?
Yeah, he's the ventriloquist with
Okay.
Walter.
Oh, is he the guy that won on America's Got Talent?
No, you're thinking of Terry Fader.
Okay.
Yeah. And then last year, I think it was Darcy somebody, the 12-year-old girl that won. Yeah. She's phenomenal too. But yeah, Jeff Dunham, he's been around since the mid 90s, actually before that. And I got to work with him a couple times. This is before Ahmed came along, the dead terrorist.
Okay.
And then he's got Peanut and Jose Jalapeno on his stick. But yeah. So yeah, he's starting to play bigger venues again.
Mm-hmm.
Because his career kind of ebbed and flowed, and now he's kind of going back up on the rise. He goes all over the world and plays at arenas. He was in I think Norway one year, and then down in England and Germany, and he's been to Asia. And it's like, wow,
Jody's filling me in here, or us in, I should say. She was saying she ended up on the show with Jeff.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I know they did a Halloween special. I saw the video on that on YouTube, and that was really funny.
Well, I know he got a show, he got a gig over in Vegas. I know he's on Vegas, and he's got a full booking over there that he's still going strong. And next time I go over there, I would like to go to a live show to see him. I mean, a lot of people go to Las Vegas. You go there for gambling, whatever. I mean, I'll gamble. I enjoy it. It's not that I don't. I'd rather go see shows and go eat over there. Because there's so much good entertainment that you can see, by going to Vegas when you're there.
Yep.
And then just staying away from the big events like CES coming up.
There you go. Yeah. And from what I heard from Ron Brown, I guess the Autel Evo 2 is going to be at the CES.
Yeah, Ken came out with that. Ken is in real close contact with Autel.
Wonderful.
Very close contact. I do know that for a fact. And he came out with a video here 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and he talked about it because of all the FCC filings that came out on it.
Cool.
And I'm sure he's keeping it close to his chest what he does know.
By the way, Ken, I could be a beta tester.
What's that?
I could be a beta tester.
For who? Oh, you need a beta tester. Because he loves his Evo, and then he sold it, and then he bought it back, and then he sold it, and then he bought it back. He got it back again. I think he still has one.
Oh wow!
But I know the imaging on it, hands down, had any DJI drone beat up until the 2 Pro came out.
Right.
What I would like to see is if they did a comparison and you take somebody out, because Ken is shall we say, not fanatic, but I mean, he's so meticulous.
Right.
He wants that shot perfect.
Right.
That would be cool if he did another one side by side and actually shot the exact same thing and went through and then show the imaging back and forth between it, for the final product.
Right. That would be interesting, yeah. Someone did a comparison where, and maybe Ken is the one that did it, where he compared the Mavic Mini with the Mavic Air and the Mavic Pro. Maybe it was Billy Kyle that did that, but the Mavic Mini held up really well to all of those. I think it was Billy Kyle. He did one on range tests, and he was really surprised at how the Mavic Mini outperformed the Mavic Air and some of the other the Mavic Pro. I think it outdid it. Well, that's because the battery life is longer. If you have a longer battery life, you're going to get more distance. But the problem is then you get outside the radio range or the Wi-Fi range. So
yeah. Well, one thing that Ken did state in that, and I haven't gone to the FCC site because I've been so busy. I want to go on to it because they actually showed pictures with the shells off. So you're actually looking at the internal guts of the drone.
Wow.
And they had it on there. One of the things he was saying is a 40-minute flight time.
For the Autel?
Evo 2.
Well, I heard 35 minutes, but 40.
Yeah, watch his video. Go back and take a look at it. It's 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
Right.
And of course, it's what he's interpreting off of it, or maybe something he may know that no one else knows.
Could be. Uh-huh.
And I don't know, like I say, but I know he is in close contact because he went to Autel to visit them at their facilities this last year.
Wonderful.
And he was pushing, and then that was the other thing is it when they predicted the first one, which
right.
The release was a disaster, and that's what killed them with the Maverick coming out.
Right.
It is with a 1-inch sensor on the camera.
Right.
So that'll be interesting to see. And I'm just happy because it's competition.
Yeah, that's good. And when you have competition, it drives price down, and it helps the consumers out there. Yeah. And that way it'll keep, certain companies from cheapening up their stuff because they want to cut corners and maximize their profit. It's like, hey, we got to We still gotta have quality here, otherwise people will go to our competitor.
Rick is asking in here. We were chatting back and forth in here about the Skydio because he was saying he hadn't heard anything from him yet. And I said no, nothing from 2 weeks prior.
Right?
And thank you, Jody, for posting that up there.
Oh, okay.
CID, there it is. You can go directly there to put it up. Thank you so much.
Cool. Great, great.
And he's saying that Ken received notification on the Skydio for shipping, and
Wow, wonderful.
so he'll have the 10-day period to say yay or nay or get your money back.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Mm-hmm.
But I know his last video that he did, he was talking about asking people their opinion and how he felt about it.
Right.
This was the release of the Mavic Mini.
Right.
Which caused a lot of frustration and everything. Onto the way Skydio did it. You could go in, place your order. It's $100,
Oh, yeah.
pre-order, and it's refundable.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they're holding your money for a bit of time for what it has in there. But if you decide, well, I'm not going to do it, didn't come out from what I'm hearing, especially if you're a later person getting it, going, oh, this is not, matching up to what everybody's talking about or a hype. And then if it is or not, or you still want to buy it for whatever
right,
reason, which I think it is. I think it's a heck of a piece of mechanical technology,
right,
with everything that's in it. But the way they've kept us up to date, I mean, they showed the email of like a jetliner being built. It's like it made it fun to read this email, and they're keeping you abreast of what's going on. Where DJI, it's like, you write support, and if you're lucky, if you get something back in a day or 2 or 3,
right.
And they have responded back by emails to people who do write them directly too.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now I wonder how. Well, I know. I think it was either Ken or one of the others did a comparison on the GoPro 8 and the GoPro 7. And, with the GoPro 8, they have the built-in mount into the camera. And the down point to that is, well, that part can be easily broken. And then you're kind of stuck with the camera with no mount, where the 7, you have that cage you can put on, and it's got the mount right there. And so what I'm hearing is, don't waste your money on the 8, just settle for the 7. Wait until they make improvements on the 8 or see the new stuff they got coming out.
Yeah, I'm hearing so much pros and cons the same way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the same way with versus the Osmo Action.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where the Osmo Action, you don't that's all self-enclosed. And there's if you get fog ups on the lens, you're kind of screwed. Where the older GoPros, you got that cage that makes it waterproof. And if you have a fog problem, you just take it out, you dry it, and then put it back in. Yeah. I have the Hero 3. I have a black and a silver, and I'm really happy with it. The video quality is just excellent. The only thing that I don't like is it kind of has that fisheye lens effect in it.
Okay.
Outer periphery.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
You get that, what do they call it? I can't think of it. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the term. That fuzzy effect on the outside of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not really fuzzy. It's curved.
Okay.
Like you're looking through a fisheye lens. So, but yeah, I want to find somebody that can make a mount on my RoboMaster where I can mount a GoPro camera on it.
Uh-huh.
I could take one of those mounts that has the sticky stuff on it, and I could put it on the top portion and have that good to go.
Uh-huh.
That way, I could change it. I could use either the GoPro or I could put my SJ cameras on it and go with that, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
So I want to do a comparison test. I'll put a GoPro on it, and then I'll use the camera that came with, and then we'll see a comparison on the video quality of the camera that came with it. I think it's a 1080 camera. I'm not sure.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
I'm going to put this up there. If you want to see this, I found that sheet that it shows all the information.
Right. Yep.
Thank you again, Jody. This is underneath I think it's the internal, but I've never seen this on an FCC posting.
Okay.
This is actually showing photos of the actual product and
Right.
a ruler on there.
Right.
I don't know if I can make this any larger or not.
Yeah.
No.
No, probably not. Yeah.
I was hoping to make it larger, but there's the gimbal off to the side, and this is going to be able to have removable gimbals. So,
Wow.
meaning they'll be able to put additional optical instruments on there as time goes along.
Yeah, from what I hear, there's the.
Oh, wait, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm talking about every single internal part is showing on here.
Wow.
You never see anything like that from DJI.
Yeah. Boy, I bet Jeff Sills is drooling watching this.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To actually be showing the circuit boards and physical size.
Yeah.
Wow, that I flashed back by being in construction. I saw that 6 foot. I'm going, oh my gosh, that's going to be a huge drone. But
yeah, it comes with an 8K camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that seems like overkill because the eye can't really see in 4K, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this thing goes on and on and on, but take a look through that.
Right.
And thank you again, Jody. And what I just clicked on was internal photos.
Oh, okay.
So you're scrolling down through here. When you get to this, on the main page, I scrolled down here and I found it under internal photos, and that's where I went to. So for future stuff, you can take a look at it.
Cool. Cool. Well, thank you, Steve.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, thanks to Jody.
Yeah, thank you, Jody. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, three cams are inferred, 6 to 8K. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. I only know of 2 sets that are out there that are actually 8K compatible, television sets.
Right. And isn't one of the cameras, is it an infrared camera?
I'm sorry?
Is there an infrared camera for it as well? I think there is.
They're inferred,
like a FLIR?
But we don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I will, Jody. I'll look at the manual. Thank you again.
Yeah, the downside to the Skydio, it doesn't fold up.
Yeah.
Yeah. but it's got a really rugged case, you know, the body to it. So that's the upside, and it's not plastic. It's made. I don't. Some people say it's aluminum. Some people say it's magnesium. I don't know which one.
Yeah. I know Ken saw it at the commercial UAV show in Las Vegas, and he said when he picked it up, he was surprised how heavy it is.
Oh,
It is solid, he said. It was very, very solid. And he didn't get to fly it, but he got to go out and watch them fly it.
wow, wonderful. I think most of the weight is probably the battery. And that battery is held with magnets. Midwest Drones, welcome Tim. Welcome to my live stream. He's the guy that gave me the Tello last
Right.
year, which is cool. Thank you, Tim. And he also gave me a 4 terabyte hard drive. And boy, the green screen that I have, he gave me. Uh,
Very
uh,
cool.
what else did I get? He gave me it's a mounting bracket for a tablet to go with my Mavic Air, and it'll work on a regular Mavic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'll have to try that out.
So you have that drive in? Are you using that for your storage or?
The 4 terabyte is in my other PC, and what I did with my external drives, I downloaded a whole bunch of videos and photos onto that, so I could free up some room for my for this guy here. So now I have two decent sized hard drives. One's a 500 gig, and the other one is a 400 gig.
Right. I know when they had the sale on them going on earlier this year, I know myself and Jim Boyd, we bought, well, he had the Stream Deck. I bought that, but he was looking for video, internal memory, the MDIE cards,
Oh yeah,
cards for his laptop.
right,
And I've got that on my desktop here.
right.
And I bought 2 new drives, and I'm going to be tearing it down in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to be taking my my main work computer down, what I use for this.
Right.
And I did the same. I bought Western Digital
Right.
enterprise drive. They had them on sale of 4 terabyte.
Right.
So I'm going to replace the 2 that's on. Well, I'm not going to replace it. I'm just going to add it to the drive, and then take out the 512 solid state drive.
Right.
And then I bought a 1 terabyte solid state drive to go in there.
Oh, cool. Says he's been out of the loop since last spring because farming takes all his time during the summer. Well, yeah. He lives in Kansas. He's down the south center part of the state. He's south of I-70. They're out there in Kansas.
Yeah, it's that terrible 4-letter word, work.
Yeah. Well, Tim came out here to visit me back in March, and we went up to Idaho Springs. That's where we went to that water wheel.
Right.
There, and got some really cool video. Hopefully, we could do that again this coming year, Tim. Let's. What I'd like to do is go above Idaho Springs to some of the abandoned gold mines and fly the drones around there.
It'd be like Shaw and Oz.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could, all 3 of us could meet right there at Idaho Springs and do kind of a collaboration there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, he did the one there with his, I guess it's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
and another family, and they went up there on a hike. I don't know if you saw that video he did, and they're hiking up to this old abandoned gold mine, and they were able to go up into the structures of the actual mine, not go into the tunnel, but
Right.
the mine facilities, and walk around through the old abandoned buildings that are up there.
I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Cool.
he flew his Maverick 2 up there.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
And then he did video here just this last week of with that with the snowstorm they hit. Yeah.
Well, I saw the one where he took it out to the lake and it was only 7 degrees and there was that little mist on the lake. That was really cool.
That was spectacular. And
Mhm.
I was teasing him back and forth, and because I said, hey, you flew over all those slips. I says, is there room for me to bring my boat up there? And he wrote back and he goes, well, we pull the boats out of the water during the wintertime. And I wrote him back. I said, Sean, I know that. I says, we can keep ours in the ocean all year long here. But I just remember your presentation at Spin Up, where remember he did that collage showing how to improve your videos, and he
Yeah.
gave all those tips and tricks. And he goes, dang, you got a good memory. I forgot about that.
Yep. Yeah, Jake Sloan has some really great video. Did you catch Ken Heron's show last night?
No, I did not.
Yeah, that was the viewer video of the week.
Uh-huh.
And boy, Alaska is just phenomenal. I would love to go up there. There's only 2 states I haven't been to, and that's Alaska and Delaware.
Wow.
Yep.
I've been to Alaska, but I was young when we were there. We were there the year after the big earthquake.
Oh boy.
I went there with my dad, and it was a convention up there. My dad was an electrical contractor. It was called NECA, National Electrical Contractors Association, and they had a convention up in Alaska. And then from there, we flew on to a fish camp to go fishing for 5 days afterwards.
Right.
And we were there at the very end of, well, we were there June 30th through the week for 10 days up there into July.
Right.
And, wow, what a great place. And the people are so friendly up there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I love fishing. I have a blast fishing up there. And then if you go up to Nome, you could do panning for gold there.
Yeah.
You do that right on the beach because they got that black sand up there, and because of the thawing of the spring when they have the melt off, well, all that water coming down from the mountains, that's washing new gold out there.
Constantly.
And I don't know if you watch some of those shows on the Discovery Channel where they're like dredging for gold. They have the little suction thing. The guy dives down there and they're sucking up around crevices and stuff where they I think what they do is they take a metal detector and they kind of find the hot spots, and then they take that suction device and that gets sucked up and goes through a sluice, and it dumps out the waste down the back, and some of that work is pretty dangerous too because it's cold, and some of the places they go to is pretty deep. You know, if you go over 100 feet, you need to do decompression.
Where are they going over? I haven't seen any of those.
Well, maybe I'm thinking of something else, but yeah, they just can't stay in the water too long because
of the cold. Hyperthermia sets in real quick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I dive. I grew up diving real young here locally.
Cool.
And I don't most of the stuff I've seen there, even when they're doing, I know those are multiple shows, like the ones that are doing it in the river, like you're talking about. And they
Right.
put the pictures down there by around the rocks and stuff. Most of that stuff's all pretty shallow. It's
Yeah. Mm.
10, maybe 15 feet deep. It's probably its deepest point. But then they have that other show where they're out on barges and they're right off the coast there, and they're they're digging
Yep. Hmm.
with excavators and just bringing the stuff up, putting it into the sleuth, and then letting it run through.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But that's
Well,
big time.
yeah. 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 Well, Steve, I think I'm gonna shut this puppy down for lunch, and I thank you for coming on and keeping me company here, so I don't
Thank
have to
you.
do all the talking. So, well, we got another video in the can. Don't forget, tomorrow at 5 p.m. is my regular art show, Art Code Drone Solutions. I don't know who the guest is. Hopefully today I will be able to scare one up. Maybe I could bring Tim back. So we'll see how that goes. So thank you very much, Steve. You have a great day and a great weekend, and we'll catch you on some of the other live streams. And everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. And you guys have a great weekend. Take care. See you next time. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye-bye.